our subject today, should wiretapping be legalized? This pressing problem of whether or not the tapping of private telephone conversations shall be legalized. You know, it's very easy to do, to listen in on anyone's private conversation.
The time has come when we must pass some legislation in this field. After all, in the case of searches and seizures, under proper regulations, we do permit it.
It's difficult for me to escape the fact that when government officials engage in wiretapping, they are engaging in a form of criminal conduct, and I don't think that we should impose it. It also is desirable that the government should not itself foster and pay for other crimes when they are the means by which the evidence is to be obtained.
It is necessary, it seems to me, in the case of crimes involving the national security, like treason, sabotage, espionage, and so on.
Telephone line is tapped, the privacy of the persons at both ends of the line is invaded, and all conversations between them upon any subject, and although proper, confidential, and privileged, may be overheard. Moreover, the tapping of one man's telephone line involves the tapping of the telephone of every other person whom he may call or who may call him.
But we are here dealing, I must emphatically point out, with only those who are engaged or alleged to be engaged in crimes against our country.
The fact is that you are invading the privacy of the home without the homeowner knowing of the invasion.
The homes that are going to be tapped are those where there is reasonable cause to believe that a crime has been or is about to be committed, I'm quoting from the language, and that the communications contain information which would assist in the conduct of such investigation.
But what you are saying, in effect, is that the element of communist infiltration has made the change that makes this inevitable.
court to get court authorization for search and seizure, you have to specify what you're after. But you see, when you go into the court to get an order, authorizing you to wiretap your home or mine. The person that is being tapped hasn't the slightest idea is being tapped. All of the intimate conversations of home life are going to be taken down. For freedom, we've always had to be on guard against police tyranny. Police tyranny and police protection are quite different things. And in the enforcement of the criminal law in this country, if you'll study it, there have been these periodic times when police have adopted tyrannical third-degree methods, blackmailing tactics, and you give to the police, under a court order or without a court order, the power to take down all the conversations in a free man's home, and you open up a terrible police tyranny.
Can go to a court and get an order to enter a man's home and search for something, as you can in a much wider class of cases than this, then certainly it is not an undue invasion of privacy in a limited class of cases when you're after a traitor to get a court order for a tapping of his telephone line.
No check on the police. You have no check on the court. Where's the judge that's going to deny a writ to proceed with wiretapping if the police or your law enforcement officers ask for it? There'll be few and far between. And this same argument, may I say, was made at the time that the illegal search and seizure problem was before the courts. And our Supreme Court pointed out there, you can't draw a distinction between the guilty and the not guilty.